Hi gorgeous people, welcome back. We're doing a clearing on self-destruction. So clearing away self-destruction. So make sure you're 100% open to receiving healing and let's get stuck in. So let's see where it's sitting first. Self-destruction, 0 positive, 100 negative. So definitely needs doing. And we're looking about Holy Spirit status, which is a couple of layers above incarnational levels. So I'm just going to ask your high self teams and my God team that I'm working with to clear everything connected to self-destruction up to 100 positive, down to 0 negative, all the way up to radiant love new paradigm level, which is all the way up there and all the way up there as a minimum level of consciousness. As always, for anybody that's new to this system, this is a system that was downloaded by Robert E. Detzler from Source and compiled by him back in the late 80s originally, and then added to over the years. You can train through the Spiritual Response Organization, which I think is spiritualresponse.org, but it's based in the States, so Google it if you're not sure. And they have a list of trainers for you in your area. They also teach online, do the basic and advanced training combined. Otherwise you only learn a few charts. And you can buy his books, Robert E. Detzler's books, that's Detzler, The Freedom Path and Soul Recreation. Both excellent books, full of information for you that the system is based out of. So with that aside, let's just get stuck in. This is a free group taster really, so we're only going to do a few things, but it seems to still have a very powerful effect for many people, so that's a wonderful thing. Not as much in depth as individual clearings. So still clearing away. There we go. Right, where are we going first? Self-destruction. Chart 1, we want a spiritual kick. So it's a bit of a jolt, basically, to get you out of entrenched patterns. Let's get the official definition on that one. So usually when a soul is not open to having its programs cleared, there is a self-punishment program, which can be broken by asking for a spiritual kick. Sometimes while doing the research, the soul may block, and a spiritual kick will basically open the soul for the work to be done. So I find it's with clients that are really stuck in entrenched patterns, quite often a spiritual kick is needed. If you're stuck in a self-destructive pattern, this will help to get you out of it. Okay, where are we going next? Looks like chart 6A. Failure energy is a master program. Yeah. Past life roots. Yes, let's just get that cleared at all levels of consciousness in chart 3. I'm not going to go into any depth with these because they're group clearings for whoever is directed to this site, for your highest good, always for your highest good. All the explanations are taken from, that I read out, are taken from the system. So if you agree with them or don't agree with them, that's entirely your privilege. We all have to take whatever resonates with us. Yeah, in this world, really. Doesn't matter who says what, doesn't matter how popular someone is. If it doesn't resonate with you, don't take it. Trust yourself. Trust your intuition. And it may be that you change your mind later on and do agree with them later on, and you do resonate with what they're saying later on. That's fine. It's just that if something doesn't feel quite right to you or doesn't resonate with you at this moment in time, that's okay. That's okay. You don't have to argue with anyone. You just have to say, I don't resonate with that at the moment, and that's okay. Doesn't mean to say they're wrong and you're right, or you're wrong and they're right. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We want to get above this judgment of right and wrong and go instead with what resonates. It's resonance that's important. Does this resonate with me? Does it feel right to me? Is this in alignment with who I am or what I feel? Right. Chart 6B, which is blocks to positive expression. Inside right. Block to abundance. Anything else? Let's just clear all blocks to abundance away. Which is our natural essence, abundance. We are naturally abundant. We are nature. We are stardust. We are all that is, which is abundant. And if you don't have an abundance of health, abundance of wealth, should you choose it? Should you choose it? Not everybody chooses it. Abundance of joy. Then you've got some clouds in the way. You've got something there that's blocking that abundance or stifling that energy. I just opened the book earlier and just being directed to spiritual parasites. So I'm going to read you what it says about spiritual parasites. These are actually spiritual programs that are in the DNA of the etheric body. They can only come up to affect a person who is in their last incarnation. There are 3 forms. One form affects the head, one the torso, and the last affects the entire body. Spiritual parasites are involved with the nerve endings and block neural energy coming out of the brain. They can cause many forms of physical symptoms and pain. It is the only cause of fibromyalgia, according to this system. Ask that all spiritual parasites be cleared and the symptoms healed. Persons who have massive loss of hair may have the spiritual parasites in the head. The form in the torso, Spirit says, can cause some 289 illnesses. The form that affects the entire body can cause 639 different illnesses. So that's what's stated in this system. Again, if it resonates with you, wonderful. If it doesn't, that's fine as well. I am passing on the information. Chart 11. Which is soul energy programming. Dysfunction of thought. Okay, we'll just clear that away, and that's at Lord of Lords level, which is the first expression of the living soul. Oh, that's a short clearing. And I want to cleanse the soul of evil. That's the belief. That's the belief that you're holding. So we're just going to do that now. It's not that the soul is evil, or that, the soul, your soul is evil. It's the belief that you hold that you are evil at a soul level. And that can come from over religious lifetimes lived, almost fanatical in the past, and maybe you've done something which has gone against your scriptures or whatever in another lifetime, and you've decided that you must be evil because this has happened or that's happened, or you've done this or done that. So yeah, it comes up a lot. It comes up a lot in my clearings, and I'm clearing people every day, so I'm doing this a long time now. It's quite a frequent one. Here we go. It says, the official definition: the belief that the soul contaminated itself with evil was established when the soul partook of the forbidden tree. So it really is a strongly held belief at a soul level. That's the official definition there. So it goes deeper even in the other lifetimes. It goes right back to source. And that is definitely a belief you want to get rid of. It's also come up in other lifetimes as well that I've researched for people, other lifetimes, very religious lifetimes as well. But that's the original definition from the Garden of Eden. Yeah, 12 spirit energy programming. 12 aspects of spirit's genetic coding. So let's just clear those at Queen of Life level. That's come up many times on here. And that's a popular one. That's all about the 12 apostles representing those aspects of spirit. 12 tribes of Israel. And the official definition for that is these are 12 spiritual faculties that every soul is created with in the beginning. In the Old Testament, they are symbolized by the 12 tribes of Israel, and in the New Testament by the 12 apostles. Are we going? Chart 20, refining consciousness. In harmony at the one level. So let's get that cleared from you. We don't want you on self-destruct anymore. We want self-care, self-love, as in self-care, self-compassion, rest, nurturing, meditating, kindness to yourself, discernment. Okay. And we're at 28, final forgiveness. Multiple pathways. Let's just clear those multiple pathways away. And again, I'm not going into any depth or ask any more questions with these. These are just tasters, very brief tasters. So let me read you what it says about multiple pathways. There are two areas of multiple pathways. Number one, there are 2,600 pathways that lead from the Godhead to where we are created in the image and likeness of God as spiritual bodies / living souls. There are 136 major categories, one of which is animal, which so many clearings that I do have that, the animal pathway, animal consciousness brought up. Of the 2,600, 540 are animal paths, and if you came that path, you would be holding animal energy. Most of the clearings I do hold that. And number two, when the soul decides to incarnate, there is a listing of 900 million possible life paths or scenarios. You can pick a maximum of any 20 and in any order as your major path. Then there are usually 3 alternate life paths designed, which you can switch to from time to time. I always find that interesting, and it's not far away from what Dolores Cannon got in, I think it was the book The Convoluted Universe Part 1. She discusses that as well with people that she brought through in hypnotherapy. So those books are well worth listening to, Dolores Cannon's books, if you haven't already. Right, so it's clear for integrity of consciousness as well. All right. And 31. "83 waves of expression," which is through Godhead and Spirit. Anything else? No, so it's clear. 83 waves of expression. That one hasn't come up for a long time. So let me just read you what it says about 83 waves of expression. From the center that is spirit, there are 83 waves of expression that emanate in every direction. They are forces of creation. These waves in concentric circles create the spiritual realms, and then from the physical universes, galaxies and planets. The Godhead is central to the one universe and is a prime mover of all that is contained in the embryo, divine plan, and first draft. So I'll just read that again. From the center that is spirit, there are 83 waves of expression that emanate in every direction. They are forces of creation. These waves in concentric circles create the spiritual realms and then form the physical universes, galaxies, and planets. The Godhead is central to the one universe and is prime mover of all that is contained in the embryo, divine plan, and first draft. There you go. And again, all of these are taken from Soul Recreation, which I know is back to front in these recordings, and The Freedom Path by Robert E. Detzler, which the whole system is based. And now I'm not on commission for those. I just want you to have the truth, the right information. Should we go to mop up now? Let's just do a quick mop up for you. And normally I do, in the personal clearings, I have a detailed mop up there. And in the personal clearings, I go through a lot more in depth with the clearing, plus it's geared specifically to you. If you want to work with me, then please see all the details. I don't do one-offs, I'm afraid. I only do packages, and I've been using the SRT system pretty much full-time for over 10 years. So it's a fantastic system. And it's really good at defragmenting the mind and reducing noise, and really does make quite a difference. If you're a very left brain person as well, it's a very good way of clearing away a lot of the programs, particularly if you're quite a controlling person as well. It's a good way in, and it really does work out. Really is very, very effective healing system. Right, quite a lot cleared there. Okay, is there anything else to be done? No. Can we? Yeah. Okay. And where's it running at now? 100 positive. 0 negative. Feels much lighter actually. And we're now at radiant love, new paradigm level of consciousness. Right, another one done. And drink plenty of water. Don't do more than 2 of these a day. And I will see you on the next clearing, which I don't know what it's going to be, but we'll see what I feel inspired to do. But keep the suggestions coming. Some of them I've already done before that you suggest. If you can't find them on the SRT list, then do put them in the comments section anyway. Some have been removed, I think, possibly, or hidden, I don't know. But if you want to work with me as well, drop me an email. All the details are in the details section. So have a lovely day, and lots more self-care, please. Lots and lots of love to you. Bye.